Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Today's video about some really interesting variant cheese. So I think Kabam has messed up. So stacked overflow each additional tech champion on attacker's team, extend your debuff duration by 10%. And that can be abused. And I think Kabam definitely kind of had a small oversight about one small particular champion called Stark Spider-Man, because he has 100% guaranteed stun chance on his level 1s, right? He also has Miles Morales synergy that extends his stun further by 30%. And now, with 4 additional tech champions on your team, you get additional 40% of your stun duration extended. So what will that mean? That means that you can stun for days. Look at this fight. We build up our power, closing into 2 bars of power. We can start stunning him now, and we can keep opponents stunned for almost ever, not ever, but let's say for solid, I don't know, 10 special ones, 8 special ones, whatever. And what's the best bit of Stark Spider-Man? When you do run out of power, you can also power drain opponents, so you don't have to eat till level 3. So the fight strategy with Spider-Man, pretty much for every single fight, opponent doesn't have like limber or anything that prevents them from being stunned or you gaining power at whatever rate you are gaining, is simple. So just get in there, build up to nearly 2 bars of power, stun the hell out of your opponent. Then, as we're gonna see in a second, when we're gonna run low on power, we can just drop our heavy attack, bait out a special attack from opponent, and basically build back up and start this process all over again. So you hardly have to do anything in this fight. So you can see here is the last level 1 I can throw. We do stun him still regardless. We throw the level 1, we throw heavy attack, we bait out his level 1 or 2, up to our choice at this point. We build up a bit more power and we are good to go again to finish off the fight. So obviously the one kind of piece of advice here is you do want to build up your poise charge, that initial bit of the fight, because that will help you close the fights out quicker. But that's about it. Like, you just have to get to nearly 2 bars of power. As you are doing that, build up some poise charges, do some extra damage, and you can cheese vast majority of the fights in this variant. Only things you have to look out for is if opponent cannot be stunned or your power gain is somehow impeded. But as we saw there, so this wasn't the quickest fight, obviously, because we didn't also build the full poise charges. But here we can check out like Gwenpool fight. So we're gonna do this fight 2 times. Initially, I'm gonna build up to 8 charges, and in the second case, I'm pretty much not gonna build up to anything. So yeah, and it's as simple as that. I think it's one of the kind of best cheeses of this variant. You definitely need to abuse that stun for any kind of tricky fight, any kind of tricky opponent. So long as you can gain your power at normal rate, so long as opponent doesn't have limber and he can be stunned, you can use this for everyone. And the best bit is, it doesn't even take like a huge inconvenience. So you're going to be running Stark Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and then you can still have your Ghost, Sentinel, whatever other Vision, whatever tech champions you have, because you do not need like a specific 5 people synergy team. What you do need is just to make sure that you have Spider-Man, you have Miles Morales, and that you have 3 other tech champions on your team, whatever, any kind of tech champion. So it's extremely versatile. So you can see here 47-48 hits in, we had absolutely no problems finishing off this Gwenpool. We built up to 8 poise charges as we were getting to power bar and a half. Now in this fight, I'm going to ignore building the poise charge, and you can see that the fight length is going to be extended fairly a lot, but still the same tactic still works. So you can use your 4-star Stark Spider-Man for this. Any Stark Spider-Man works. You do not have to kind of know or worry about anything special. You just need to make sure you have Miles Morales on your team, 3 other tech champions, and you're good to go. So this should hopefully help out many of you, for sure, because it is extremely easy way to take down your opponents. You keep them stunned indefinitely. When you run out of power, you just drop a heavy, bait 1 special attack, and you're good to go again. Anyways, so yeah, just wanted to note that it wasn't me who came up with this. One of my subscribers mentioned that I should check this out in comment section. I think his name was Hihi. So definitely huge shout out and thank you to him. And yeah, so if you do not ghost, how Ghost or Sentinel, then Stark Spider-Man just became your basically best card to clearing most of the content in this variant. But that will be me out for today. I hope many of you find this useful and actually use it. And if you did like the video and if you did like the tips, then do not forget to leave that like, hit that sub button if you're new to the channel, share it to your friends. I'm sure there are plenty people who either don't have Ghost or don't want to play Ghost, and Stark Spider-Man just shot up in his value in this quest by a mile. See ya, guys.